Right, today's rant, and this is going to be a rant because I'm fed up of it. I have heard too many times people coming up with excuses why they're not going to shoot with me, why they won't work with me, purely because there's other people that I've shot with who have different physiques, who look leaner, who compete, who have had boob jobs, who have had all this type of stuff, and you're not going to go and do something that's good for you over the fact that someone else is genetically, physically, or just comes from a completely different background, which means that you are never going to be the same as them. What makes life interesting, what makes life fun, is the fact that we are all different. If everyone was the same, we'd live a very, very boring life. So you not doing what you want to do in life over the fact that someone else, let's take for example someone like Kerry or Girl Games Blog Laura, or like some of the kind of like Charlie Johnson who I've shot with. These are all guys and girls that have spent a lot of time training. They have done the right things, they've put in a lot of the hard work, they've grown, they've changed, they've learned more, they've invested their time and put themselves around people who really elevate their game. And to go comparing yourself to someone like that is like me I used to play football, it's like me sitting here now going, I'm not going to play football anymore because I'm not as good as Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, and yeah, I just can't play anymore because of that. That is the most ridiculous, stupid thing I could do, and it would stop me playing my hobby and make me miserable as hell. And I'm pretty sure if you spoke to any one of the people that I just mentioned and said, hey, I'm thinking about doing a shoot, they would tell you to go and do it or compete or whatever. Like, it's not just about photo shoots. If you spoke to them, they would say to you, why are you worried about the fact that your shoulders don't look like mine, or like your back doesn't look like his, or something like that? They wouldn't say anything like that. They would just tell you to stop being an idiot and go and do what you want to do with your life. And it infuriates me because there's so many people out there that could do amazing things for themselves, but they really just overthink everything to the fact that they stop themselves from doing it. They get in a tiff, head goes all over the place. And then they don't do anything, and then you look back in the 6 months and go, yeah, I suppose I've been kind of happy, but you've never done the things that you wanted to do. And it just bugs the hell out of me. I really don't get how people can carry on living a life like that. I, from a young age, had weight issue problems, hence why I got into fitness, because I needed to sort the problem out. I understand a lot more about it now, and I'm able to kind of juggle and fluctuate between what I do, but I still kind of know how to kind of change everything and do everything. But when I was younger, I was the what was I? I was the captain of our football team, and quite often I was a bigger guy, weight-wise, but I was actually very good at managing the football team, running the players and everything like that. And I got bullied the whole time for being overweight and everything like that. But if I let that truly affect me, I never would have gone on to enjoy the stuff that I did when I was younger, playing football. It's still my passion deep down, like I still love playing it. And I would have stopped doing all of that if I'd let all these people who, realistically, I couldn't give a flying toss about like what their opinions were. I generally had a really good time playing football, and I made some really good friends out of it. But all these people they just had their own opinions. I have opinions of them. I didn't let that bother me and kind of get me down too much. What I realised is actually, by getting myself down about it, I was just showing them that they were right. So the flip side of all these things is like when you're looking at booking a shoot or competing, or I don't know, just taking on a bit of a challenge that you've never done before, you can't go comparing yourself against the people who have done it before, who are genetically different, who have just been born with a body or a skill or an ability that you haven't got. I can't judge myself against other big business owners because they've been doing it for longer and they're just maybe more successful with it. But I still can go and do the things that are right for me. And funny enough, ever since I've been doing that, I've been more successful, I've had more fun, generally live a happier lifestyle, look better, feel better, and it all works out well for me. So you really do have to stop when it comes to living a life that you're comparing yourself to others. You have to stop and start thinking, if all those people that I admire weren't on the planet, would I go and do the shoot now? Because nobody would know any different, and I would be the person that would look the best at this that I'm doing now. And you go, yes, actually that would be me, and then I'd go and do it, and you wouldn't have that kind of comparison. And realistically, the people, like I said earlier, that you're comparing yourself to would only tell you to stop being an idiot, go out and actually do the things you want to do and enjoy it and go and make the most from it. Because if you do something good, like most of these other people are doing, someone else sees it. You know, like I do my photography, I get people coming to me all the time saying you're inspiring your work, you kind of share your honest views about it. I'm impacting people's lives around the world that most of them I've never met. Some people have been fortunate enough to meet, and you know how rewarding that feeling is. Sod all the money, I couldn't care about that. To know that like something that I've kind of taken on as a passion, as a hobby, has then brought other people it brought them inspiration to do more, and it's shown them other opportunities in life. That's amazing, like, and that's so good. And you're going to stop yourself from doing that, all because you're concerned about what your body parts or how you look or feel compared to that other person. When I can tell you for an absolute promise, I can tell you the fact that every individual person that I've met who has been successful, who is running a good business, who's achieved good things with like kind of fitness and weight loss, or even like sports in general, they've all had down days where they feel like crap. They've all had days where they kind of don't do very well and like don't succeed, but none of them stop. They just kind of pick themselves up and go again. And that's what you've got to stop doing. You've got to stop kind of comparing yourself to the point that you stop yourself from doing what you want to be doing, and actually go out there and do the things you want to be doing. Because I can promise you, you'll live a better life, you'll be more successful, you'll be happier, and also you'll stop caring about loads of stuff that doesn't impact your life. Go and do the things that you want to do, stop wasting your time, and actually go and enjoy life. And I promise you, you'll impact more people and actually feel better about yourself. Go do it.